I regret nothing.
This is just another short test. Just to see if, you know, the audio levels are correct. Because they almost were on my first attempt. This is Puyo Puyo 20th, by the way. This game was released to coincide with the 20th anniversary of Puyo Puyo. This is a current PlayStation Plus freebie for Japanese PlayStation Plus users. And I am playing it on the very, very compatible emulator PPSSPP, which has been coming along leaps and bounds in the last year or so. It's remarkably well featured for an emulator, and it's coming along quite nicely. I'd have never thought PSP emulation to be possible, but then again, I'm someone who never would have thought PlayStation 2 emulation to be possible, and considering how badly it runs on my machine, I still don't think it is possible. But that's just because I can't get 90% of games I want to run. Whereas with PPSSPP, quite a lot of games run quite nicely, which is good news for people who want to cover a lot of PSP games, which I will continue to do so on Sushi Bites, my show where I cover Japanese games, which is on my YouTube channel. So yeah, kinda cool, huh? Not going to toot my horn or anything, but that was pretty good for my standards when it comes to combos. But that's because the computer didn't throw anything my way. I don't profess to being good at this game, okay? I don't profess to being good. Hopefully the volume levels are better this time. This is the... In this game, when you're picking a level, you get to pick a rule set from either one of ones available or at random. And I keep hoping that my favourite rule set, which is the rule set where you can combo indefinitely, so you can just keep comboing easily because you can still, like, regain control in combos. I keep hoping for that one to come up, and it more or less never does. This is the rule set where some blocks cover up some of the screen, and sometimes they'll cover up like 4 blocks near the top to make it so you can't drop as many Puyo. And then other times what they'll do is they will cover the entire bottom of the screen, so you've only got like 4 blocks high to work with at the top. And sometimes they block off sections of the screen, or even like a staircase effect. This one I haven't actually had before, which is blocking off the left and right column, which makes it much harder to plan combos, because now you're basically the tile you don't want to cover, that X there, is one tile closer to the left than it would be, effectively. So it's much harder to plan combos in this set. What I'm hoping to do is for some of the weird games that I want to cover on Sushi Bites, because I want to get a more reaction style approach to the jokes, I'm thinking that I might stream those Famicom games that are truly bizarre on my Twitch, record my reactions, and then they can go into the associated Sushi Bites video. And this round has gone on way too long. I'm not going to get an S rank. This is the version where it blocks off sort of like a stair shape. Hopefully the frame rate's good on this stream, because looking out the corner of my eye, it looks like, although I'm not dropping any frames, I seem to be skipping some. So I need to have a look at that and see if there's anything I can do to change that, whether I can get it to emulate at a lower frame rate so it doesn't look like I'm losing any, or whether I'm going to need to lower or increase the frame rate in XSplit. Do you call it XSplit or do you call it cross-split? Because I want to call it cross-split, but I know it's XSplit. It's that whole Tekken Cross Street Fighter and all that. And does anybody know what's happening with that Tekken Cross Street Fighter? Are we to assume it's missing in action, KIA? Are we to assume that? Because I've heard nothing on that game in like over a year and a half, almost 2 years. So I'll just play one more round just to make sure that the audio levels are right. And once I'm happy with the audio levels, I will write down exactly what they are so I can get them every time. The problem is, my Windows for some reason won't let me do the microphone boost, so I can't automatically make the microphone louder. Not in the way that I can with cheapo microphones. For some reason, having a studio quality microphone has blocked off that option, which is weird. But outside of having some kind of external program that can monitor sound levels, I'm stuck using the Windows Mixer, which has never been good for XSplit. It's never been good for XSplit at all. Now, in this rule set, a breeze comes from the windmill and it pushes Puyos to the left or right. It is very annoying because you can't really build combos with it in mind. I'll show you what I mean when it shifts across, you see? You have to build your combo knowing where the Puyos are going to go when they're blown to the left or right. And that is tricky to get right. I don't like it at all. I really don't like this setup whatsoever. So I end up just building what I assume is going to turn into combos when it switches round, which most of the time tends to work for me. But to be fair, we're only a few rounds into this story mode, so I'm not being given other colours. I've only really got 3 colours to work with, so it's a lot easier to build a combo. When you're trying to play this stage and you've got 5 colours to work with, that's when it starts to get difficult to actually build a decent combo when it's going to blow either side. Good thing is the computer never really seems any good at it. Okay, you know what? Screw this. I'm just going to make this a complete playthrough of Ringo's story mode. Yes, my favourite rule has come up. Well, my second favourite rule. I mentioned the rule where you can combo indefinitely. I also like this rule. You have to dig down to the star at the bottom of the screen, which means basically building combos and using them to dig down further. Problem is, I'm now being given yellow, but none of these combos use yellow, so it's tricky to dig down once you've got yellow or purple that you have to deal with alongside the other colours. Like, I could have dropped a red down there, but now I can't. I have to go to the side, placing another yellow. It does make things tricky. But, so long as I get to the bottom before the other guy, it doesn't really matter how many Puyos he sends my way. So long as I can get a decent shot at him, or a decent shot at the star, then I'm good. Right. I might not even have to reach the star at this point. There we go. Now, that sends an infinite number of comets his way. It's unfightable. Whoever gets to that star first, 99% of the time is going to win. So I'm trying to remember when this game came out. I want to say 2010, but I think it was a little bit later. It might have been 2011. It could have been later than that still. I'm trying to figure out when would the 20th anniversary of Puyo Puyo be? It would have been 1990, so yeah, it would have been 2010 this came out. I'm sure Puyo Puyo was 1990. I am going to have to find out, because now I've really shown myself up as an idiot. Now, this is the rule where you can combo pretty much constantly without interruption, and I'm going to give you an example of what I mean by that. So, usually in a Puyo Puyo game, once you've built a combo and released it, which I'm about to do, normally your control would stop, but now you're in control. Now, if you build up some almost complete combos, just almost complete sets of 4, you can start abusing the way this system is set up. So I can go 1, 2, 3, 4, like that. Drop an extra one in that wasn't part of the combo, but it all counts. I do think, though, that combos appear to be a little bit weaker if you do it that way, though. You don't, although it counts up the numbers, it doesn't seem to have the effect of it. Again, I'm not sure whether I'm just reading it incorrectly, but it seems to feel that way. Nah, I didn't do it in enough time that time. If this mode had Fever in it, I wouldn't have a chance of scoring any decent combos. Because the computer does offset like crazy in this mode. And every time you offset in Fever rules... Whoa! Hard... Whoa! I've just discovered there's hard drop in this game. I mean, how much of this have I been playing over the past few days on my Vita? Probably about... Well, I play at least 2 hours a day over the past few days. Over the past... Well, I got my PS Vita back on Saturday from someone who was borrowing it, who borrowed it for well over a year. So yeah, I've played it 2 hours a day since Saturday, and it's Wednesday today. So I have played a lot of Puyo Puyo 20th over the last few days. So in this rule set, it's pretty much like ordinary Puyo rule set. There's no Fever or extensions that you can do, like no becoming tall or short or anything like that. Instead, though, every Puyo you drop is a set of 4. So you're immediately dropping more Puyo into the field than you normally would be. It's very easy to fill the screen up very quickly. It's also very easy to accidentally undo hard work that you've built. If you've built a decent combo, it's very easy to destroy your work in a matter of one erroneous move will do it. That's the only reason I don't like this mode. Otherwise, it's cool to have a mode where you drop 4 at once. It does mean you have to think about what you're dropping. You can't just drop willy-nilly, which I'm still doing because I'm a nutter. Okay, red. Oh, this is a disaster. Green, let's salvage this somehow. Come on. Green into blue, into red, no, into yellow. Unfortunately, the red there in the corner, I didn't have the right setup to drop it. Like I said, I don't profess to being the best at Puyo Puyo. And I didn't realise this was an impromptu Let's Play until it stopped being a test of recording of volume levels in XSplit. But that's fine too, you know. I'm now having to entertain, which wasn't the original intention when I started recording this, but that's okay. I've had requests recently for me to do Ape Escape 2 to go with my Ape Escape 3 Let's Play, and I've also had a request to do Dr. Robotnik's Mean Bean Machine, which, you know, after having done Arcade Puyo Puyo, it's basically the same game, but I'm not gonna judge, you know. Actually, I've wanted to do both of those, and I've even tried to do both of them before, and for some reason or another, it failed or it didn't go through as a plan. This round has gone on far too long. I'm not going to get an S rank. That's kind of a big deal to me, even though I'm not really keeping this save data, because it's just a quick recording, but actually, yeah, good ranks mean a lot to me. in this game. I haven't yet started replaying the game just to get better ranks, but I know that that is going to happen soon. That I will start replaying character stories just to get better ranking. Oh, do pardon me. I haven't been quite well over the past few days, but I don't really think that is an adequate discussion topic for a recording of Puyo Puyo 20th on the PSP. Being played in PPSSPP Gold. The only difference between the Gold version and the ordinary version of the emulator is the colour of the icon. Yeah. I donated and got a gold coloured icon. Yeah. If I fail this time, what I'm going to do is just change the rule. Pick a different rule, because the Mega Puyo is not working out for me. It really isn't. Well, I call it Mega Puyo. You can actually play Mega Puyo mode in this 20th, but I'm no good at that mode either, because you have massive Puyos to work with, and although you only have to build combos of 3, it's really difficult to build combos of 3, and the computer is very good at them and seems to have some sort of chain effect going where their combos are worth more, and I don't know what's going on because I don't get the same effect. It's true, I need to practice. Especially if I'm going to do a playthrough of Dr. Robotnik's Mean Bean Machine, I'm going to have to reverse myself in classic Puyo rules. So not being able to offset, not being able to get myself out of sticky situations with fast rotations, because I don't have the freedom to do that in that mode. Right. Come on. That didn't go half as deep as I wanted it to. This should go a bit deeper. Unfortunately, the computer's is going quite deep as well, and has mostly offsetted what I sent his way. In fact, completely offsetted what I sent his way. This is bullshit. But alas, like I said, I never claimed to be any good at this game. I like it because of the colours. Yeah, this ain't working out. I'm gonna change rule. Well, he's clearly doing something with his tongue in his cheek there. I've heard stories about this character and what he gets up to outside of the main plotline. I don't like that rule. I hate this one because it's questions and tasks you have to complete, and I don't understand Japanese, so I don't know how to approach them. This is classic Puyo Puyo 1 rules, and I think this is Puyo Puyo 2 rules. Let's go classic Puyo Puyo and get my ass handed to me, which is fine because, you know, at this point I have more or less given up on being any good. Yeah, I don't have fast drop in this mode. I don't have any particular useful tools at my disposal, but the good thing is neither does the computer, so hopefully if I just barrage him with enough Puyo, I can confuse him. Because I find that in the older Puyo Puyo games, when you're fighting against someone like Satan at the end, I'm not going to call him Satan anymore because all the characters pronounce it Satan, so whatever, he's Satan from now on. I find that if you just send loads of Puyo to Satan, it just confuses him, and in the same sense now, I'm just going to send loads of Puyo at the computer and try to confuse it. I mean, that's the only option I've got, is to try and cover its combos. And because they can't offset it, their combos are going to get muddied up a lot faster, in theory. But the only problem is, so do mine. And all it takes is for the computer to be on top form like it is today. Which is fine, because you know, these things work great when you're practicing, but as soon as you go to record them, they fall apart. Which is fine. I'm pretty sure he's the last opponent as well, so... The last opponent in this mode. If he isn't, it'll be Arle or... Oh no, Ringo's final opponent is like a bear thing made of dark matter. Still got a couple more rounds yet. Oh dear. Well, that's a disaster. Oh no, that wasn't supposed to happen. I give up. How many more stages? Let's get this out of the way now. My will to play this has dissipated. Aruru! Ale. Wonderful. Good. This rule sucks. Basically, the entire arena flips. I hate this rule. Oh no, windmill rule. I might as well just slap all my Puyo now and try to randomise for another rule. But whatevs. Let's give it a go. No one ever got anywhere by giving up. Then again, no one ever got anywhere. That is going to blow over. And form a combo. I do really dislike this rule. With a passion. Ah! I won! Okay, after the bear guy, and then I get an S rank here. Difficulties all over the place in Puyo 20th. This I have noticed. Is this the final boss? Yeah. Look, weird looking bear thing made of dark matter. I don't know what the hell it's meant to be. Oh no. Task mode? Yeah, I might as well give up now. Because I don't know what it's going to ask me for. Hopefully that's not a chain of 5. Hopefully that's just erased 5 of one type at once. Hopefully. Because, I mean, otherwise... Yeah. I've fallen at the first hurdle. Because I can't read it. Yeah, it was 5 at once. 10 at once? Yeah, oh. Did I do it again? No. Computer did it? No. I did it? I don't know what's going on. You see, this is the problem with tasks. I have no idea what I'm supposed to be doing. That was 6 at once. Ah! Combo in this block. That's easy because I had a combo there, so that's okay. Is this just a combo of 2 stages? No. Is this release 2 at the same time? Yeah, and the computer did it. Is this just a combo of 2 stages? Come on. Please be that simple. Yes, it is. Wow, I won! I thought not being able to read Japanese would be a wall, but I just assumed and guessed based on what the text looked like it said. Overall S rank. Not bad. So, that was originally just a test to see volume levels, but now it's turned into like an impromptu let's play of Ringo's story mode in Puyo 20th. So you know what? I don't even know what to call this video when I upload it, but yeah. It's definitely going to be uploaded to YouTube now. And it was originally just a test of volume levels, but that's fine. Why am I testing volume levels in XSplit? Well, I intend to stream games, don't I? you can look forward to that if it ever comes to fruition. But yeah, that's good. I actually managed to succeed in beating Ringo's story mode and try to give entertaining dialogue at the same time. This has been an interesting test, and yeah, now to check it back and see if the volume level was anywhere near decent enough. Hopefully it was. So, see you next time then, I suppose.